here. If you are going out of town for the holidays, like a lot of people are, your home could become a target for criminals.
So volunteers with the Cape Coral Police Department are willing to help out. They're willing to make sure none of your things get damaged or stolen. Jillian spoke with police. So Jillian, what are they doing to help people out this holiday season?
Hey, good morning, Chris and Lisa. The best part about this service, it's free, and all you have to do is sign up with the police department, and when you're gone, their volunteer unit will stop by your house. Now, every day they will check for damage, make sure your doors are locked, and make sure nothing is out of place. Now, they will do this for up to 30 days, and if their volunteers see anything out of the ordinary, like broken glass or ripped screens, they will notify police right away. Police say this service also helps them because if there's a crime, it gives them a head start on investigating. It's much harder when you return home from a long trip just to realize it was burglarized. Police also say this service is actually available all year round, so if you're going out of town and want to sign up for home checkups, just head over to our website at fox4now.com. Reporting live in Cape Coral, I'm Jillian Hartman, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, Jillian, thank you very much. Let's look at the fire conditions today in Southwest Florida, and things are starting to go down. Some good news here. Collier and Glades counties are at high risks today, that's a drop for Glades, which was at a high risk for the past 2 days. DeSoto, Charlotte, and Lee counties remain at a moderate risk. Meanwhile, Hendry is at a low risk. It had been at a moderate risk since Monday.
Today, NCH will host 2 public forums to talk about its new patient care program. The morning forum is at 9 o'clock at North Naples Hospital in the Brookdale meeting room. The evening forum is at 6 p.m. at the Collier County Public Library. It's the South Regional Branch. There will be several representatives there to talk about the new program, including the system's president and CEO.
New this hour, the House of Representatives is poised to take up a landmark piece of legislation on criminal justice reform. President Trump expects to sign it into law by the end of this week after the Senate passed the measure by a huge margin. Reed Binion reports.
On this vote, the yeas are 87, the nays are 12.
The Senate overwhelmingly approving a sweeping overhaul of the criminal justice system in an 87-12 vote on Tuesday. President Trump taking to Twitter, congratulating the Senate and vowing to sign the bill. The legislation is aimed at easing sentences for nonviolent offenders and reducing the number of repeat offenders. It gives judges more leeway in mandatory minimum sentences. It will also allow thousands of federal inmates to leave prison earlier than they otherwise would have, a fact that the 12 Republicans who voted no say could let dangerous criminals free too soon. Still, in a political climate that at times appears more polarized than ever, passing the bill was a rare moment of bipartisanship.
The bill, called the First Step Act,
receiving support from Republicans and Democrats alike.
Well, it was an important leadership moment for Democrats and Republicans, progressives and conservatives, the left and the right.
In fact, it was a bipartisan effort from the start, with Trump urged on by his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who enlisted the help of Democratic lawmakers, Kim Kardashian West, and CNN's Van Jones, who also hailed the bill's passage Tuesday.
A Christmas miracle just happened.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Well, concerns over a partial government shutdown right before Christmas seem to be easing a little bit this morning. The White House suggested President Trump would back down on his demand for border wall funding. Last week, he said he would be proud to shut down the government if he didn't get the $5 billion he wants to build the wall. Senate Republicans are drafting a stopgap measure that would extend government funding until February 8th.
In 3 months, the work will begin on Hertz Arena's new roof. Lee County Commissioners did approve that work on the roof during their meeting yesterday. It has to be brought up to code because the arena is used as a hurricane shelter. The county will pay for that new roof because the owner of Hertz agreed to let the county use it as a shelter for another 30 years. The estimated cost is more than $3 million.
How about this? Elon Musk has debuted his first Los Angeles area tunnel. The billionaire entrepreneur sees his boring company tunnels as the solution to what he calls soul-destroying traffic. We've all been there, I think. Here's how it would work. A lift lowers your car below the ground, then the cars move through the tunnel using special wheels to keep them between the tunnel walls. The total cost for the finished segment, $10 million. The Boring Company is moving ahead with a tunnel to connect Dodger Stadium to a subway line there in L.A. And SpaceX is going to try again this morning to launch a GPS spy satellite. It called off yesterday's launch because of winds were high in the atmosphere and because of a computer issue as well. It's planned now for just after 9 this morning. SpaceX is launching the satellite for the Air Force. It's part of a national security mission. The satellite launch has been in the making since 2014. Production delays have been an issue.
So wind got in the way yesterday. Let's check in with Eric to see if that could be a problem again today.
Yeah, you know, it looks fairly decent in the wind category. Definitely in the cloud cover and precip category. You can see the entire East Coast pretty much looking cloud-free at 9 o'clock when they are planning on that launch. Now, we've got some rain in the forecast for Southwest Florida. When I return, I'll let you know when that rain arrives.
All right, Eric, thank you. Protecting Florida's fragile ecosystem. We'll tell you the new ways leaders in a county on the East Coast are keeping their reefs safe. Time right now is 6:11. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News. We'll be right back. 6:14 right now. This is a look at I-75 and Golden Gate. Traffic looks great so far on I-75 this morning. No troubles to report along this stretch of the road. We'll check in with Eric for a full weather forecast coming up because there are some changes on the way. The Dunbar sludge that's headed to Polk County has officially been deemed non-hazardous. That's according to the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. They just released the results of their lab tests. The material is being transported to Mulberry, Florida to be processed. The lime sludge is a byproduct from a former water treatment process.
Lee County Commissioners have agreed to buy land in Lehigh Acres for the Conservation 2020 program. The land, which is nearly 625 acres, has been used as a borrow pit. It's in an area where materials like sand or gravel come from. The proposed project includes modifying the site for water storage. Commissioners say it'll benefit the Caloosahatchee River. It costs $3.87 million. By the end of this week, one of the last unpaved parts of downtown Cape Coral's streetscape project will finally be finished. Workers have started paving along Southeast 47th Terrace from Coronado Parkway to west of Vincennes Boulevard and Southeast 15th Avenue to east of Vincennes. Intersections will be paved first, and there could be some closures. The streetscape project could be finished by the end of the month.
All right, this is a record breaker. Check this out. This is an 18-foot python caught in the Everglades. John Hammond caught this 150-pounder over the weekend. The trapper is part of Florida's invasive species removal program. At 18 feet long, it is the largest snake that's been captured while the program's been in effect. Hammond says it was tough work catching this huge reptile, as you can imagine.
Ran down, grabbed it by the head, and when I grabbed it by the head, it constricted me from the waist down, basically, which was the plan.
Oh my goodness. So he let the snake tire itself out while he dragged it slowly to his truck, he says. The whole process took about 45 minutes for him. The trapper says the snake bags were too small, so he had to coax it into a tent that was in his truck. FWC officers euthanized the snake, and Hammond got to keep that snake hide as a souvenir.
Oh my goodness. Well, it has been a deadly year for manatees, but Florida Fish and Wildlife believes there are actually more of them in our waters right now than previously thought. FWC says roughly 7,500 to more than 10,000 manatees swim in our waters. Wildlife officials say there have been 779 manatee deaths so far this year. They blame a cold winter snap, prolonged red tide, and boat collisions. Our natural reef system here in South Florida is struggling because of climate change and disease. Now leaders in Palm Beach County are trying to take action to help in any way possible. Alex Hagan shows you how the Artificial Reef Program is protecting our part of paradise.
At your fishing headquarters in Jupiter,
you gotta be tuned into it, you know? It's just like social media.
as always, all the talk is the latest catch.
Yeah, they bit really good the last 3 days.
When's a good time to head out?
Today and tomorrow looks like the good days.
And where?
North of the inlet, north of Jupiter Inlet.
Sometimes the natural reef system is the topic.
Reefs are very valuable, absolutely.
Phil Scholl says reefs are big for business, natural or artificial.
If the coral dies, you gotta have artificial reefs. You know, you gotta have something to support.
And the county's Artificial Reef Program is making a big difference.
You know, as you know, Alex, our natural reefs are struggling a bit right now.
Benji Stute with Palm Beach County's Environmental Resources Management met me at Du Bois Park.
One of our artificial reef projects.
The past 2 decades, county leaders have been working to build these reefs, acting as coral reef systems. Now there's more than 150 total. made from old ships, concrete, or limestone. And cost-effective, partnering with local nonprofits to get those materials.
By building this additional habitat, we're providing the marine life with additional habitat to survive, to thrive in this area.
Of course, a way to complement those natural reefs.
People come here to fish and dive from all over the country.
Bring more business to Pete.
It's really cool to be able to do that.
That was Alex Hagan reporting. Here in Southwest Florida, we have several artificial reefs off our coast right now. In fact, we have many reefs in the Caloosahatchee River. Some of the larger artificial reefs are in the Gulf, about 15 miles offshore. Lee County was able to install the reefs because of a grant from Florida Fish and Wildlife.
At 6:19, we want to bring in Eric because we have a chilly morning and then we have some rain on the way. We have a lot going on weather-wise, so may not be the most typical beach day.
No, but you know, Southwest Florida, at least we can talk about beach weather in the middle to the end of December. That's pretty cool. So if you are heading to the beach, well, the UV index at a 4, and that's before all the cloud cover late in the afternoon. Water temperature a little bit chilly, though, 69 degrees. So you might not want to go in the water. Maybe want to try to get a suntan. Light wind out of the southeast and waves around 1 to 2 feet. So not a terrible beach day. Cool morning, afternoon, and evening showers across Southwest Florida, but I think the brunt of the rain comes in Thursday. Stormy weather and windy conditions. Thursday also into Friday. We'll see that wind and rain linger into Friday. Current temperature 54 Fort Myers, Golden Gate at 51, Naples 53 degrees. Couple of readings in the 40s in Charlotte and DeSoto counties, so probably need the sweater or a light jacket as you head out to work. Wow, look at that. Cloud cover is all well off to our north, so we'll have plenty of sunshine this morning. Even the rain is well off to our northwest. So rain not coming anytime soon, but it will come late this afternoon. First off, showing you the past 4 hours of satellite looking really good, mostly clear sky. Now our RPM future model showing that cold front coming in tomorrow. Here is tomorrow morning. Here's a few of those rain showers. And then here's the system coming in. That's going to bring shower and thunderstorm activity Thursday afternoon. Friday could see just a few showers, but those windy conditions will stay with us. Well, Storm Prediction Center has us tomorrow in the slight category for severe weather, so we'll be monitoring this tomorrow morning as well as Derek in the afternoon and evening for severe thunderstorms. Well, the wind right now pretty light out of the northeast, should be coming southeast a little bit later on today, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then calming down a bit this evening. Tomorrow, though, much different as we'll see that wind really picking up 15 to 25 miles per hour. Could be gusting over 30 to even 35 miles per hour. And these are sustained winds tomorrow afternoon, anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour across all of Southwest Florida. So a blustery day to say the least with the rain and storms. But first, a pretty decent day today. Notice, though, a 24-hour forecast as we progress, we'll see a little bit more in the way of cloud cover as the day progresses. 62 by 9 o'clock, 70 by 11 o'clock. So temperature is going to be warming up quickly here. And then overnight, we'll start to see some of that rain coming in with temperatures only dropping into the mid-60s. Placida 72, Alva 78 degrees, Chokoloskee at 79, Estero 76 degrees. So comfortable conditions for all of us here in Southwest Florida today with relatively low humidity. Water temperature, I mentioned 69 degrees. Ingman boating forecast 2 feet offshore, light chop on the inland waterways and a southeast wind around 10 knots. Well, again, today mostly cloudy sky, just a 30% chance of late day showers. Good chance of rain, thunderstorms, wind on Thursday. Friday, the wind and rain sticks with us. High temperature only 70 degrees. And then the weekend, Lauren's favorite, Saturday, Sunday, low 70s, plenty of sunshine. And that sunny weather will stay with us through the beginning of next week. Lauren?
I'm celebrating Christmas this weekend. Of course I'm excited for this weekend. Many of these drivers, hopefully they're pretty excited for the morning commute too, because we are off to a great start, trying to keep it that way here. This is I-75 near Bonita Beach. You can see we are seeing volume pick up, but I have no crashes to report right now. Drive times are also relatively on the low side, like this one right here, Colonial Boulevard headed westbound from about Winkler to US 41, only going to take you 4 minutes. And if you're looking to fill up as you're headed out the door this morning, $2.17 across the board for lowest gas prices in Fort Myers. That includes at the Speedway on South Cleveland Avenue and Trailwinds Drive. Same price at the Marathon at Metro Parkway and same price at the 7 7-Eleven on Colonial Boulevard near the Winkler exit. That's your morning traffic. Back to you guys.
All right, Lauren. Changing the way the media talks about school shootings.
We'll tell you what a new report says the news should do and not do in their reporting. Time right now is 6:23. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News. We'll be right back.
Bram.
At 6:26, we want to tell you about a big feat to move the largest intact dinosaur bones to a new home.
Yeah, the T-Rex is named Sue. So Sue was moved from the main hall in the Chicago Field Museum of Natural History all the way up to her own exhibit room on the second floor. Took workers nearly 3 weeks to dismantle and move the 3,900 pounds of bones. Sue's size and age leaves many paleontologists comparing her to the Rosetta Stone of dinosaurs.
In life, she was about 40.5 feet long, about 13 feet tall, and would have weighed something on the order of 9 tons. Sue is not only the biggest, but it is the oldest, and those two things are probably related. Sue is the oldest T-Rex that we know of. We think that Sue died somewhere between the ages of 28 and 33.
I just love that her name is Sue. So Sue's new location gives visitors a chance to really get to know the record-breaking dinosaur, telling the story of her lifestyle and her discovery. A man from the Keys reportedly got caught stealing $2 million from a school district.
We'll tell you how a simple email set off a chain of events that ended in his arrest. Time is now 6:27. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
Live from the station that's in your corner. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
6:29 right now on your Wednesday. We are getting over the hump. We are a little closer to the weekend, but there are a few things we got to get out of the way before we get there. It's
like
cold this morning.
Okay, cold this morning,
And
right.
Eric says there's some rain on the way.
That's right. Some really heavy rain, windy conditions on Thursday and Friday before a beautiful weekend. But first, today, Clewiston 50 degrees, LaBelle 51, 50s for much of the I-75 corridor. The exception in Charlotte County, 49 in Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda. So a little chilly one out there, as it has been over the past couple of mornings, and cloud cover really off to our north and west. Starting to see a couple showers develop in the southern Gulf of Mexico. Some of this rain could affect Southwest Florida, but not until later this afternoon. So commuters should be fine on the roadways, at least weather-wise, as temperatures this morning mid-50s or so at the 8 o'clock hour. Coming home, could see a few showers again, especially up in Charlotte County or so, but most of us will stay dry this afternoon with temperatures in the mid-70s at the 5 o'clock hour. But we do have some rain in the forecast. We'll talk about that coming up. Lauren?
I appreciate keeping the rain away for at least the morning commute this morning. We'll talk about tomorrow's commute after the break. There is one crash I want you to know about. There is no roadblock though, so really the morning commute is off to a great start this morning. It's I-75 southbound right after Kings Highway. So Kings Highway, I believe, is exit 170. So this is closer to mile marker 173. But as you can see across I-75, US 41 headed southbound and northbound, a lot of green, so you're good to go for that morning commute. Back to you guys.
Lauren, thank you. With many people going out of town for the holidays, a lot of homes become easy targets for crime.
Yeah, so volunteers with the Cape Coral Police Department are helping making sure that nothing you have gets stolen or damaged. Jillian spoke with police. It's a big job. What are they doing to help?
Hey, Chris and Lisa, these volunteers are providing home checkups for anybody going away for the holidays. Every day they will check to make sure your doors are locked, and they'll also check if you have any ripped screens and broken windows at your house. This is a free service. Volunteers will check your home every day while you're gone for up to 30 days. Cape Coral Police have provided this service for many years. Right now, 9 houses in the Cape are signed up. If you're interested, it's really easy to do. We have all the information on our website right now at fox4now.com. Now, this service isn't just to give you a peace of mind. In our next half hour, we will show you how this service helps police catch criminals much quicker. Reporting live in Cape Coral, I'm Jillian Hartman, Fox 4 in your corner.